Yeah, oh 12, that was Candace. Calm with complexion, body like heaven, and she was a dancer. Capricorn or Aquarius, but she remind me of a Cancer. She called, I would answer. Late night phone session with the camera. She tryna make a movie on the plasma. She moving like a pro, no amateur. Sex drive, got stamina. She would ask, could I handle her? Then I'm a damager. You in need of a manager.
Hey Rose Fellows and Rose Fellows, it is Candace Rose and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a long time since I did a dedicated post, but I feel like I should do a dedicated post today. And this video is a story time. My friends always tell me, like, Candace, you need to make more story times because the way that you just be spilling out these stories, you say it so effortlessly, you say it so unbothered. You really need to take your stories to YouTube. I feel like they will be just as entertained as we are. So I don't have a whole lot of stories, but I guess apparently to them, the stories that I do have, they're entertaining. So I'm gonna start bringing story times to you guys. And I also said in my yearly wrap up video from last year that I was gonna give y'all more story times. So yes, y'all. So, and this is a story time based on my dating life. A specific situation that happened to me in the beginning of this year. It was the end of last year, beginning of this year, of this guy that I met. Now, y'all already know that my situations are always real, they're always the truth, but the names are always different. So instead of me saying this man's real name, we gonna call him Jerry. So this is the story time of how I met Scary Jerry. If you guys do not know who I am Candace Rose, the Candace Rose to be exact. I'm like your homegirl. I'm your best friend. I'm your cousin. It's a safe space over here. Non-judgmental. Come on in. So I always tell y'all about my relationships and I always tell y'all about my dating life. As y'all know, I have probably the worst dating life ever. Like my cousin, she always tells me like, I hate the people that you like. Like I hate the people that you like because they ain't the one for you. There's probably nobody that has actually wooed me. So my cousin, we are so close and she has been with me through all of my situationships and relationships and she absolutely hates everybody that I date. Everybody that I date. I don't blame her. I literally pick the bottom of the barrel ass men that I choose to give my attention to. But anyway, this is the story of Scary Jerry. I met this guy. It was the beginning of December. I remember that it was literally right after my birthday. Y'all know my birthday is November 29th and maybe a day later, 2 days later, it is December. So I was going to the airport to buy a ticket for New Year's because I was reconnecting with one of my homegirls and I was meeting her cousin and her friend. So this was my first time meeting those girls, but me and Sharonda, we have been friends for a while. So I was going to the airport so I can buy my ticket because she lives in Miami and we was just going to spend the New Year's in Miami. We was bringing in the New Year's in Miami. So I'm going to the airport to go buy my ticket and I see this guy that was sitting at the entrance exit. He was just sitting there just on his phone. So we kind of both caught eyes, but I just proceeded to go on about my business. So he was like an older gentleman. He did look older. He had a gray goatee, so I knew he was older. I knew he was older than me. So he looked like he was about in his late 40s, early 50s. No, he was in his 50s. He was very much so in his 50s. So I go on. I didn't think nothing of it because the goal was to go get the ticket, not to go pick up no men. So I go ahead and I buy my ticket and heading out of the door. So as I'm walking out of the door, he stops me and he was like, "Hey, do you get your hair done?" And I'm like, "I don't get my hair done a lot, but I get it done every so often." He was like, "Well, I'm opening up a barbershop and a salon. I would like for you to come out there." So I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, where is it?" So he told me the location. I really don't remember the location because I really don't give a fuck because I already have a stylist. Like I literally have a stylist for everything. I got a stylist for my quick weaves. I got a stylist for my braids. I have a stylist for my natural hair. I have a stylist for my ponytails. Like I literally have like 3 or 4 stylists. So I didn't need another one unless one of them was gonna go work at his shop. Then that would be that. That would be the only time that he would see me. Like I just don't be letting everybody play in my hair. He was like, yeah, so I would like for you to come. And I'm like, oh, okay. He told me the location. I went in one ear and out the fucking other. So yeah, so he was like, okay, so what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, what do I want for Christmas? What do you mean? And he was like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, well, what I want for Christmas, you cannot afford. So as soon as I said that, I guess that was a strike to his ego because he was like, yeah, my hat is 250, my jeans is 1,000, my shoes is 1,300, my shirt, my jacket is this, my jacket is that. Basically, he was dressed like a fucking granddad. He had on all gray everything. Like everything was fucking gray. And I don't remember what kind of shoes he had on. His shoes looked like boat shoes, but it was in the winter time. Like, why the fuck do you have on boat shoes in the winter time? It is not summer. It was like, yeah, take down my number because in a minute you gonna be you take it now, you take it now. And I'm like, I laughed it off so I can get away from him. I took down his number and that was that. So let's go back. So my mom has a coworker that she used to work with that she made her honorary daughter, right? So when I parked my car, I parked in a spot where I'm not supposed to park at. So when me and my mom had got out, my mom's I call her sis. So when me and my mom hopped out of the car, sis jumped in the car just in case if security tells her that she has to move, she will be able to move my car. I'm walking out of the airport after I get my ticket. She sees me and now she's walking back in. Now I want y'all to remember that. Sis was in the car. Sis was chilling in the car while I was getting my ticket. So as I'm walking out, sis hops out of the car. She was like, okay, did you get your ticket? As a matter of fact, she is in one of my vlogs. So if y'all remember me at the airport and my sis, she had like red dreads and she was like, yeah, she got her ticket. She's out of here. That's my honorary sister. Maybe a half an hour after I leave, this man starts texting me like, where are you at? I want to see you. I want to take you out. Let's go to dinner. I want to get to know you. And just remember, you mine. You mine now. You might as well tell all them dudes that it's over with. You mine now. I'm laughing it off. I really do not like guys that do things like that. If I give you my number, you don't have to text me right away. When I met him, he just was awkward anyway. He was very awkward and he was very cringy. So something in my spirit just did not just feel right about this man at all. He was okay looking. Like I can honestly say like he was attractive enough for my mother to date. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't personally date anybody that looked like him. I wouldn't date a man that looked like him. Now for my mom, yes, like he was attractive enough for my mother, but I was not attracted to him. Me just feeling a certain way about him, I just was like, I'm not interested. Like I'm really not interested in this man, but I'm just going to be polite and maybe something might grow. I might grow to like him. So when he was like, where you at? I want to take you to dinner, this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, I am on my way to work. I just said anything just to get him the fuck off of my phone. Now, this man did not live here. He does not live in Ohio. I don't know where, I forgot where he said that he was from, but he lives in Houston, Texas. He was just here to check up on his building and to get things situated. Now, the building wasn't nowhere near ready to open. It was basically in construction. All while he was here, we would have conversations on the phone. The whole time that we was talking on the phone, he would say things like, you mine, you belong to me now, I want to take you out, I want to spoil you, I want to take care of you. So this whole time, it's just giving me the worst vibes ever. One conversation that we had, he got on the subject of sex. And everybody knows I am the most non-sexual person. Like, I'm so non-sexual. Like I'm not one of them girls that take the Instagram pictures turned around with my butt sticking out, my legs spread wide open. I'm just not a sexual person. I am very goofy and I'm the type of person that when I like a guy, like I turn into a big goofball. I'm not like va 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 boom. I've never been like that, and me being as old as I am, I'm not that way now. So he started talking about sex, and he was like, you know, the only way that we can get closer and get connected and I can know you better is if we are physical. I'm like, you got me all the way messed up. That's not how I move. That's not how it works over here. If you think for 1 second that, for one, that you making claims on me, and for two, that you think I'm about to just spread my legs open, you're absolutely wrong. I'm not that girl. So you might as well just exit stage left. So I'm already turned off by this man. After that conversation, he was so dead set and adamant on seeing me. Now, after a couple weeks, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks later, he had left. He went back to Houston. So after he went to Houston, I ended up going to Miami. Now, before I went to Miami, this man would call me and I would not answer the phone. Sometimes I would answer just because I was bored. And that's my problem. Like, I always be entertaining men because I be bored or depressed or stressed or broke. Like, I gotta stop doing that because I just attract the worst type of freaking company. While I'm in Miami, this man is blowing me up the entire time. He been talking money talk from the day that I met him, just based off of that one comment that I made. That comment that I made about the gift that he could not afford was a complete joke. It was kind of like an icebreaker. When I said, oh, what I want for Christmas, you cannot afford. I'm like, okay, well, this is the best time for him to put his money where his fucking mouth is. So I'm like, okay, where I'm in Miami, send me $1,000. I feel like $1,000, that ain't nothing, especially in 2024. $1,000 ain't nothing. So I'm like, go ahead and send me $1,000. I'm in Miami. I'm with my girls. I wanna hang out. So send me $1,000. Before I threw out a dollar amount, he had been calling me, blowing me up, texting me. And every time that he wants to talk to me, he'll call me. I won't answer. Then he'll text me and be like, answer the phone. I wanna ask you something real quick. And anytime that he'll call me, I answer the phone. He ain't talking about nothing. So I'm like, I'm in the car right now. I'm in the car. I'm with my girls. We got the music up. We on our way to brunch or something like that. I'm not gonna have them turn down the music, and I'm not about to have a full blown conversation with you about absolutely fucking nothing. You either gonna send $1,000 or you ain't. So it's a long pause. Then he finally texted me back and was like, I meant paying your bills. That's what I meant. I meant paying your bills, not going to splurge on a vacation. So I'm like, okay. I finally answered his phone call, and he wanted to hold me up the whole time and just trying to get to know me. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm on vacation right now. I'm on vacation. I'm with my girls. We'll proceed in this conversation when I get back home. So the vacation is over. I'm back in Ohio. I'm back to the regularly scheduled program. This man calls me and was like, I want to come see you. If I catch a flight to Ohio, will I see you? And I'm like, yeah, if you in town or whatever, then we can probably arrange something, but I have to check my schedule. I have to check my schedule because I'm very, very busy. I would say anything to make myself busy. I'm already not interested in him. I'm giving him all the signs that I'm not interested. One time he called me. He was like, do you really want to get to know me? Because I do want to get to know you, and you just seem like you never call me, you never text me. Anytime I reach out, anytime me and you get on the phone is when I hit you up first. And I just basically told him, like, I got a lot going on, and I'm really not interested in dating anybody right now. And I'm like, and then furthermore, when we met and you was so pushy. Like, you was so pushy. You was talking that money talk, and that's not the reason why I'm still talking to you. But you initiated this whole situation with money. You tried to entice me with money. And you thought that I was just a young girl. Like, I got my own job. I got my own money. I really don't need yours. But you felt like you was going to lure me in with money. So, and then you saying that I'm yours. I really don't like that. So I felt like I was pretty crystal clear with him. And I told him, I really don't like that. And I'm not in a position to date anybody right now. So he was like, well, I'm just going to catch a flight and I'm going to come out there and I'm going to come see you. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. So I blew him off, and I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying, yeah, like, whatever, nigga. I'm not saying, yeah, come out here and come see me. So y'all, this man comes out here. He catches a flight to come and see me. specifically to come see me, not to go take care of his business with the shop. He comes out here to come see me. He was like, well, I'm here, I'm in town, I'm at this hotel, I'm gonna have my cousin come pick you up. You're not gonna have your cousin come do anything because I don't know you, I don't know your cousin, I don't know where you at, I don't know what the fuck is going on, and therefore I never told you to come out here to come see me. I never gave you any indication that I wanted you to come out here to see me. Anytime that you come out here from now on, you need to be focused on your business. You don't need to be focused on me. Now, mind you, this whole time he had been talking about money. He had been talking about sex. He had been talking about taking care of me. I was already turned off by this man. All he wanted, I feel like all he wanted was to have sex. And that is not me at all. So he like, yeah, I'm at this hotel. My cousin is gonna come pick you up, and he is going to bring you to me. I said, absolutely the fuck not. How old do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Like, I'm not going anywhere with your cousin, and I'm not going anywhere with you. And to be honest with you, this whole situation between me and you, this ain't working out. So I feel like me and you just need to go ahead. We need to end things. I ain't really messing with this. I'm not fucking with this at all. Like, I'm not. I talked to my mom about. I don't tell her everything, but I tell her enough. So when I was telling her about him and his cousin trying to come and pick me up and take me to a hotel and this and the third, that's not my style anyway. My mom was like, "How did this guy look? What did he have on all gray? Was he sitting by the exit in the entrance at the airport or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, ma, he was." She was like, yeah. When Janet, aka my sis, when she got out of the car and she was coming in to the back into the airport, he pulled her to the side and he was trying to talk to her and was trying to get her number. Now, my sis, she is engaged. Like, she is in a full blown relationship. Like, she is literally about to get married. And when I was walking out and she was coming in, he had pulled her to the side and ran the same fucking game on her that he ran on me. And she had told him, like, look, I'm engaged. Like, I'm in a whole full blown relationship. Like, I'm about to get married. This man gonna say, I'll pay for you and I'll pay for him. Very aggressive behavior. I ended up getting in contact with my sis. And I'm like, did some guy try to talk to you the day that I came up there to get my ticket for Miami? And she was like, as a matter of fact, sis, yes, he was trying to talk to me and he asked me, what did I want for Christmas? And I told him that I was in a relationship and he said he would pay for me and my man. And I'm like, that was just very cringy. It was very weird. It was very odd. And I just basically blew this man off, but he kept hounding me for my number and he kept trying to pick me up. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, sis, well, thanks for telling me. So I'm like, okay, so now that I know this information, this is like my way out. So I basically told him like, my guy, you was trying to talk to my blood sister. I was like, yeah, my mom, she worked at the airport, but my sister works at the airport too. And you was trying to talk to my blood sister like minutes after you got my phone number. And he started lying, like, no, I wasn't. I was not trying to talk to her. You are so misinformed and da 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 and yada yada yada. I'm like, I'm not lying. Like, my sister is engaged. Why would she sit up here and make up a full blown story? And as a matter of fact, this is the same game that you ran on me. You ran on her. So I basically cussed this man the fuck out. I cussed him out from one side and went down him the other. I cussed this man out so fucking bad. And then I blocked him. I'm thinking that I got Scary Jerry out of my fucking head. So we all called this man Scary Jerry because he was very cringe, very weird, very odd. I get a missed call from an Atlanta number or something like that. Yeah, okay, so he was from Atlanta. He was from Atlanta, but he moved to Houston. So I get this weird number from Atlanta. So I call the number back, and he was like, "Hi, Candace, how you doing?" I'm like, "How the? I thought I blocked you. What do you want?" He was like, "Well, I just feel like we just started out wrong, and I really do apologize." I'm like, "You apologize for what?" And he was like, "I apologize for hurting your feelings." And I'm like, "No, you need to be apologizing for one lying. Like, you a whole liar. Like, you just sat up here and you lied to me about not trying to talk to my sister as if I care anyway, because I'm not interested in you. I'm just not interested in you whatsoever. From the day that I met you, I'm not gonna lie, I was not interested in you. I was very just cringed out by the way that you was just talking money. That money talk, that turned me off, and how aggressive that you was. You came down here specifically for me and wanted to pick me up from by your cousin and take me to a hotel like I was just gonna be fucking on you all night. That was just such a turn off. I'm good. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. So I would appreciate if you just lost my number. He was not taking no for an answer. This man continued to call me and blow me up, but he would call me from different numbers. Now I'm not. Now I had already just changed my number. Like I told you on my wrap up video, I had already changed my number to have a clean slate. So this man will always call me from Atlanta numbers, talking about that he misses me, he wants to see me, he wants to get together with me. And this had been going on for months. Like, I felt like I was being stalked through phone. And one time when I was dropping my mom off at the airport, this was a couple months, I want to say this was about 2 months ago, I saw Scary Jerry sitting outside at that same exit and entrance, but he was outside, he wasn't inside this time. But this man never saw how my car looked. So I saw him, but he didn't see me. So when I had dropped my mom off, he didn't see me. I think he caught a glimpse of me, but I just kept on rolling. When I dropped my mom off, I called her. I was like, oh my God, Scary Jerry, you just passed Scary Jerry. Like, he was sitting outside. My mom was like, oh my goodness. Like, this whole time I was giving my mom blow for blow about this man. And he is just so fucking weird. Like, she didn't feel comfortable about it. I didn't feel comfortable about it. It was very much so giving off sex trafficking to me. It probably wasn't that, but that's what it gave. And I was not messing with it. As y'all know, Hurricane Burrow just happened. And like I said, he lived in Houston, and he just, it seems like after Hurricane Burrow, he has not hit me up anymore. He had been hitting me up this whole time. He had been constantly hitting me up this whole time from Houston numbers and from freaking Atlanta numbers. And I didn't know who he was, and I refused to just change my number. But every time he would hit me up, he would text me, I wouldn't text back. He would call me, I would either miss the call or I would answer, and it's him on the line. I'm like, I'm at work right now. I'm gonna have to call you back, and I never called him back. I will block every single number that he would hit me up from. But ever since Hurricane Burrow, this man has not hit me up, and I'm gonna keep my fucking fingers crossed because I hope he never does. And I know he ain't gonna ever see this video because he's almost a 60-year-old man. And what are the odds that he comes across this video? I just wanted to tell y'all this story because this is just like a prelude to all the dating nightmares that I've ever had. I already gave y'all a dating nightmare when I went out to dinner with that guy in Miami and he took my motherfucking plate from me, bitch. I'm a big girl, okay? This back didn't get big on its own, okay? Don't ever take no food from me. I'm liable to bite your hand off. Oh yes, y'all, so that is the end of this video. I hope this video was not all over the place. When y'all see a Scary Jerry, just run. Just run, because that aggressive behavior is not. I am so chill. I'm so laid. I like smooth men. I like men that's very smooth. I don't like men that put a lot of pressure on me. I don't like aggressive men. I like soft aggression. So, I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. Call me a prude. Call me what you want. But you can't call me ugly, and you can't call me no hoe. Alright, y'all. So, that's the end of this video. I hope y'all like this video. I love y'all so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video.